Before we get into this video, if you haven't seen part 1 yet, there's a link at the top right now which goes through the design process for this model. With that out of the way, let's get straight into part 2. At the end of part 1, I had what I thought was a finished digital LEGO Hyperia model and was getting ready to order all of the pieces. It turns out I actually forgot a part of the train, which was a small section on the very last car. Luckily, this was a very quick fix and only required an extra 9 pieces, the types of which I was already buying for other parts of the model. Once this was done, I imported the parts list to Bricklink again and started tracking the price until one day, after about 3 weeks, I managed to secure all of the parts for less than £175, which works out to a very good value of around 6.2 pence per piece. Now I just had to wait for everything to arrive. It had been an eventful wait. I visited Alton Towers Scarefest twice and Thorpe Park Fright Nights twice whilst waiting for all the pieces, but finally, after waiting for so long, I had everything I needed to build this model. Alright, so here is every piece I bought for this model. There are over 2,800 here, which is a lot of pieces. For comparison, the Ferris wheel just here only has 2,464. Unfortunately, some of the white pieces that make up the track segment are a bit yellow, which you can kind of see there, but I can't actually fix that until the summer. So for now, I'll try and hide the worst ones. This model has loads of very small pieces like you can see here, which help capture all the detail in the train. The first step I had to do was to double check I had received all the correct parts. This took forever as I had to count every single piece that had arrived and make sure it matched how many I had ordered. The worst was the tiny 1x1 gold plates. I had to count 280 of them. Once that was all done though, I arranged everything on my table and began to build. So we have most of the pieces here. I don't actually have enough room on the table to put all of them here, so the first part of the build is the track section, which is made up of exclusively white pieces and, where are they? These black pins. So I thought I'd get those out the way and I've got a bit more space to put the rest of the pieces on the table. So let's go and do the first section, the track. And that is the track section all done. This really shows you just how big this model is going to be, because it's the shortest possible section of track that the train would actually fit on. For comparison, I have my Nemesis station resin here that I'm just going to place next to it. And yeah, you can really see just how big this model is going to be. With that said, let's move on to the lead car. So that is the lead car all done. While I designed this, I made sure that the lead car wasn't different to Brink the Keeper's original design, so I could easily follow the instructions that I bought to build it. The next part though is not going to be easy, as the other 4 cars are modified versions of the lead car, apart from the seats of course. Whilst they are mostly the same, I have changed the base, which is this section that the wheels are attached to, of these other cars, because they are shorter than this lead car. So I've got the digital model all loaded up on my computer, so I can easily reference it during the build. So let's move on and build the middle 3 cars. So I now have 4 out of 5 cars complete. The last car is unique because it's got a slightly different section at the back of the car with this gold outline here that wraps around the back. This means the base is again slightly different, so I need to keep checking the digital model to ensure that I get this right. So without further ado, let's finish the model. And there we go, the train is complete. This build has taken me 6 hours to do, but it's all come down to this, pushing the train onto the track. Now from what I've seen in other videos, this isn't the easiest process to do, so I'm going to be very careful when doing this to make sure the entire train doesn't just collapse when I put it on the track. And just like that, my Hyperia train model is complete. This process has taken me over 3 months from when I initially bought the instructions to completing the model, but it has all been worth it, as this looks incredible. The final step is to build a shelf to put it on, but I want to do that later on and post the final results on my social media, so make sure you are following those, links are in the description. Whilst you're there, do give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more. My LEGO theme park renovation is just getting started and you won't want to miss any future episodes. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll leave you now with some more cinematics of the model. Goodbye!